Hi, my name is Allison Barker, and I'll be doing my presentation on U.S. manufacturing. What is manufacturing, and what does it mean for the U.S.? The northeastern area of the U.S. is the largest manufacturing region. This is loosely defined by three edges that touch the Ohio River Valley, megalopolis, and the southern Great Lakes. The western side isn't as defined because it kind of just blends in equally with the agriculture and dominant landscape. The U.S. has been going through deindustrialization for the past 40 years, and no states were hit harder than the Great Lakes states. Manufacturing is no longer the driving force for the economy. It is, however, still a powerful force in many regions of the U.S. Industrial employment has expanded by 7.5% in the past 5 years, which now means that 1 in 6 jobs in the U.S. are manufacturing jobs. Some of the leading causes for the expansion of U.S. manufactured goods are rising wages in China, the changing marketplace, and local customer demand. 47% of U.S. exports are manufactured goods. History of U.S. manufacturing. In 1785, there was the beginning of modern bulk material handling. In 1801, Eli Whitney introduced interchangeable parts. In 1820, U.S. Industrial Revolution begins. In 1913, the first moving assembly line. In 1973, industrial robots were introduced. In 1981, the first PC was introduced. And in 2010, gesture-based automation for manufacturing occurred. Jobs in U.S. manufacturing. With over 12 million Americans with manufacturing jobs provide high wages for people who otherwise might earn low wages. On average, employees in the manufacturing industry receive a 19.9% higher weekly wage than employees in a non-manufacturing workforce. Weekly pay in manufacturing between 2008 and 2010 averaged at about $943.06, and the non-manufacturing being an average of $786.40. The highest paying manufacturing jobs are either in the technology cutting edge industries such as aerospace, computer, and electronics, or very capital intensive industries such as petroleum refining or tobacco. Taken alone, U.S. manufacturing would be the ninth largest economy in the world. Auto manufacturing. Auto manufacturing is the largest manufactured product in the U.S. Up until the 1980s, most auto facilities were owned by the big three, which are Ford, GM, and Chrysler. Now there are 13 more large auto companies with facilities in North America. Most of these are in Detroit. In 2003, car manufacturing employment went down by 12.3% and has gone up by 5.9% overall since 2009. Since 2009, Detroit has had a 31.3% job rebound in car manufacturing, which means that there are now 89,300 industrial jobs with a 9.8% expansion. The auto industry has been in a constant increase for 6 years. What effect does manufacturing have on our environment? There's air pollution, which would be from greenhouse gas emissions from burning fossil fuels, which would be burning coal for electricity and oil for transport, which can cause climate change. It can increase the hole in the ozone layer, and it can decrease the quality of life in the surrounding community. Water pollution, which would be sewage pollution, the runoff of toxic chemicals into water streams, that can negatively harm the wildlife within them, and this nasty contamination can also get into human drinking water. The U.S. is currently running out of safe places for landfills. There are really no places to put a landfill in an urban area, which means that manufacturing companies would have to travel further to throw away the waste, which leads to a higher disposal cost and all sorts of things. And then what are we doing to change that? A lot of companies are practicing lean manufacturing, which would be doing more with less by employing lean thinking. Lean manufacturing involves never-ending efforts to eliminate or reduce muda, which is Japanese for waste, or any activity that consumes resources without adding value, in design, manufacturing, distribution, and customer service processes. This was developed by the Toyota executive Taiichi Ono, I think is how you say it, during the post-Second World War Reconstruction period in Japan. The U.S. government has also proposed to lower the national ambient air quality standard for the ozone from 75 parts per billion to 70 parts per billion, and eventually all the way down to 65 parts per billion, which sounds great and all, but this would also be an extremely expensive act. Many states with manufacturing growth would slow way down or even stop completely. And these are my sources. Thank you.